Hello and welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. I'm Miss Vicki, and I'm going to use the tarot to see if we can gain more insight into unsolved mysteries, deaths, and disappearances. Let's get started. Welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. I'm Miss Vicki. I'm so glad you're here. Today is October 13th. It's actually Friday the 13th. So I wanted to do a strange, spooky type reading. I have heard stories about a missing 3-year-old boy who went missing in the Shasta Mountains in the National Forest at a campground where he and his parents were. And he told a story, he was recovered, about a robot grandma. So that's what we're going to do our tarot reading about. Now, his name, his name was Indiana. He was 3 years old, and this was in 2011. Now, the Shasta Forest and the mountains in that area is just beautiful. It has wonderful campgrounds, waterfalls, streams, all kinds of mountains. But there's also been an awful lot of strange and really unusual stories coming out of that area. It's in Northern California, and this story just intrigued me. Little Indiana, that's his name. He was at the campground with his parents, with his family, and I think some friends were there too. He was playing with some children, and apparently they saw a snake and ran off, left him alone, and he kind of wandered. He didn't quite know where he was, which is strange because it was a fairly good-sized, really nice campsite. He was missing. No one could find him. Parents didn't know where he went. The children didn't see him go anywhere. They set out a massive search party. All kinds of people looking all around. There was a couple of really nice trails around there. They searched everywhere. They searched the trail, the main trails, the smaller trails. They had the sniffer dogs out. And eventually, after about 5 hours, they did find Indiana. Now, he told a very strange story. He didn't say what happened to him. People just assumed he was lost. But a few days later, he was talking to his grandma. His grandma asked him what happened. And he told this very strange story. He said that he had been taken for a walk by her, a replica of his grandma, and she took him into a cave, down a ladder apparently, and in the cave he called them robot people, but they were more like either in a trance or dead. Now, he has told this story before, same story. They never change this story. The grandma never changes her story. It's very believable. And he said that we'll they call her the robot grandma, but we'll call her the replica grandma. He saw several people, he said frozen or like robots just standing there. And he saw a shelf with dust-covered purses, weapons, backpacks, things like that campers might have. And the people were standing, that they were like in suspended animation. Now, the replica grandma looked just like his grandma, but she started to do some tests on him. She examined him, pulled his shirt up, wanted him to do a sample on some sticky paper, which he couldn't do. He said, I can't do that. And also, allegedly, she said something that I thought was really interesting about, we put you in your mother's tummy. Now, I'm not sure that's what he said. I've heard that bandied around. But then she took him and put him in some bushes outside a trail and said, stay here until you're found. So he was found. He didn't say anything when he was first found. But later, when he talked to his grandma, he said this story, and he stuck by this story. This was 11 years ago. And he said his grandma said, "Why do you say she was a robot, Grandma?" He said, "Because when she climbed up the ladder, apparently there was a ladder to an upper level that they had come down into, she sparkled, and he knew it wasn't her. And like a robot," he said, "she sparkled like a robot," which is really strange. So a lot of people have questions. They said, well, maybe 3 years old, he just made it up, or maybe he fell asleep and dreamed it. One other thing interesting is that he was 3 years old, and he was found quite a ways down this trail. Not likely he would have walked down there and then fallen asleep under a bush. It's possible. But as he grew older, this was 2011, he told the very same story. So I kind of want to go into that. I want to add a little more information. This is online. I think I've seen it on Missing 411, something about it. All right, we have the Page of Wands. Now this is someone who's full of fire. This is a younger person. Now he was 3 years old, but he was still a child. Pages are young. This picture is an old man with a beard, but Pages of Wands are full of fire, full of energy, which he was. And this is upright. The next card we have is the Chariot. Now this is really interesting because this card represents being taken away, being driven away, willpower. And he did say she took his hand and took him into the cave. Now people have looked around. They haven't found any cave, but it's a vast area. There could be caves anywhere with trees and dirt and rocks and mountains. And this shows someone being taken. This is motion. And this is willpower. This is, I almost feel from this card, he was taken against his will. All right, then we have the Star. The Star is in reverse. The Star upright is hope. It's angelic. It's saying everything will be okay. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Know that there is someone there to help you. In reverse, the Star is sometimes read as the devil. That's very interesting. Whoever was dealing with him, if this story is true, was not an angel. Then we have the King of Pentacles. So we have, this is someone of the earth. Now these cards I'm using have aliens and southwestern themes. It's the Desert Illumination Tarot. I just thought these would be interesting to use. All right, the King of Coins. This is someone who is a king over material things, earth. It shows an alien man. But the King of Coins is usually involved with children, animals, very grounded, things like that. All right, next card we've got, wow, we've got the Lovers. No, this is the Two of Cups. I haven't read this in so long. Two of Cups, but this is the love. It's like the Lovers card. It's making a choice. I had to look at that for a minute. I guess these little jars are cups. I haven't used this deck in a long time, but I like the aliens. Okay, so we have making a choice. Someone made a choice. Someone picked someone. That's what this card means, picking someone. And we've got it next to the King of Cactuses. All right, a few more cards. Now, I don't know, they even went on TV and talked about this. The other very strange thing is that his grandmother, about a year before, and even before that, had gone camping in that area often. I mean, it's a really nice camp area. She panned for gold, just a lot of things to do up there. It's just beautiful. And one night she had her tent, and she had a companion that she used to go camping and gold mining with. He had a little motorhome, and she had her her tent. She said that one morning she woke up face down in the dirt, feeling very sick, and she had a puncture wound on the back of her neck. And her friend in the camper experienced the same thing. He had a puncture wound on the back of his neck. He felt very sick. He didn't know what happened. And they were there a lot. They went camping in that area a lot. And I thought that was very strange that his grandmother, who's the center of this story, actually had some kind of experience happen to her. And it wasn't just her. It was her companion that had the motorhome. They went gold mining together. Not gold mining, but gold panning and just things like that. Both of them had that experience. She felt very ill. It was almost like, I get the feeling that someone took a sample from the grandmother or friend. All right. Now we've got the Three of Pentacles. There's a spaceship. Now this upright shows three people working together. In reverse, and we're talking about the grandmother, the little boy, and the companion, I guess we could put in there. This is not working together. This is, I get this is more like aliens not working together. That's interesting. Let's hold that back for a little while. Now, a lot of strange things have gone on in the area. All kinds of things. And then we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is someone waiting for something to happen. They've put their information out, they've done their work, and they're waiting for a response. I don't think that's the little boy Indiana or the grandmother. I almost feel like this is whoever took him. I'm feeling, some people say he just fell asleep and had a dream. I don't see that. I see from these cards a lot more grounded information that this really happened. I'm not sure what happened exactly or why or who yet. All right, then we've got the Ten of Cups in reverse. Now the Ten of Cups, it's the happy home. The tens are endings. It's having achieved what you want. The ultimate, almost too much, getting too much. And in reverse, it's not getting what you want. Not having an ending card here. I get this as more the person that took him. I'm getting this as robot grandma. I don't see a dream at all. I see someone did something to him. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now the Ace of Pentacles is a gift. There's a little spaceship. This is someone giving someone a gift, but in reverse, it's not giving the right kind of gift. I'm getting really strong feelings that he was involved with someone, I think he's telling the truth. Someone took him down into a cave and he saw strange things. Then we have the Devil. All right. This is somebody doing things that it's really wrong. This is not doing things that are on the side of the angels. I'm getting, and I'm not saying whether this is true. I don't know if aliens exist, but I picked this deck for a reason, I guess. And I see something bad is going on here. A few more cards. I think this happened. I'm not getting fantasies. I'm not getting dreams. I'm not getting someone under the influence of something. I'm getting this really happened to him, and I feel like it happened to his grandmother. I mean, obviously she wasn't doing drugs or drinking, and she finds herself face down in the dirt with a big puncture wound at the back of her neck, and so did her companion. She's very believable. She's on, I don't know what show it is. A lot of people say, oh, it's all stories made up for purposes. Well, they had nothing to gain. Nothing to gain. And they've told the same story through the years. Now, they're not on social media anymore. Probably because what more could they say? a few more things. I'm getting really strong vibes about an alien presence. And I don't know if aliens are really there in that area, but there's been a lot of strange things. All right. The Queen of Swords. All right, this is someone with no feelings. This is someone that says the truth like it is, but they also can be rather cruel. Swords are thoughts. I really see something happen to him. He's telling the truth, and as he got older, he told the very same thing. Very same story, which is interesting. Then they stopped making public announcements and pictures and stuff, because what's the point? It is what it is. Nothing's ever come from it. Then we get the Six of Pentacles. All right, here we see a little alien giving to someone, taking from someone else, not giving evenly. I think whoever was doing this and has been doing it and could be still doing it is not doing it for the right reasons. And I don't mean kidnapping someone and doing exams on them is wrong. I feel like this is yeah, there's the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is a nightmare. Now this is the first card that shows dreams or anything. Obviously it's spooked him what happened to him. But in reverse, this is not a nightmare. This is not coming out as something like that. And I get vibes that whoever is doing this, did this to this boy, is off kilter. I mean, this is not an actual, see, they're not working together properly. This is not your actual classic alien abduction testing story. There's something else going on here, and it's warped. It's whoever's doing this is, I almost want to say, mentally ill alien, or an alien that's stuck in a warp of some kind. They're doing this for all the wrong reasons, and I don't mean to the victims. Now we've got the Four of Cups. Not wanting what he was given, dissatisfaction. This is, whoever's doing this, and I believe what Indiana told his grandma, and what his grandma said about that, about the mark on her neck and her friend's neck. Whoever's doing this isn't doing it for the right reasons, and I don't mean that being abducted by aliens is not a good thing. This is for some other reason. I almost feel like this person or persons, this alien or this robot grandma, is malfunctioning. That's what I want to say. They are in that area. It could be more than one. You only saw one person, one alien, whatever you want to call it, one robot grandma. But I get that they're out of balance. Maybe they're programmed, and whoever's doing this has been programmed long time ago, and they're malfunctioning because they're doing this for the wrong reasons. They're doing this not for the reasons they were programmed for. It's almost like they need a overhaul or to be taken away somewhere. This is really strange. The cards really don't show a little boy fantasizing. This creature, alien, robot, is malfunctioning. I get that very strongly. It was programmed, and there could be more than one in the area. I could just get one. A long time ago, to do the work of, I'm going to say, the devil or demon, and it's malfunctioning. It's still out and about. It has the power to, I want to say, trying to find words for this. I'd sure like your input on this, what you think. it's just a robot that's malfunctioning, or an alien. It could even be a robot. I mean, who knows what types of beings are out there. The fact that it had these people in suspended animation is what I'm going to say, and it had been doing this for a long time, according to what Indiana said. He's told the same story every time. This was not a dream. It's been collecting, I want to say, victims, and taking their belongings, taking them into the cave, and doing things to them. It may not be killing them. Wow, I just said that and I got the death card in reverse. Death card in reverse is not moving on. And it doesn't actually mean death. And the people that he saw were like in suspended animation or corpses, he said. This is all alleged. This is my reading of the cards. It's for entertainment. It's Friday the 13th. And I thought we'd have some fun. This is kind of giving me the creeps, I have to say. All right, there's the Eight of Pentacles. Working. Been working. And I get from an 8, it's been working for a long time. Whatever this thing is it an alien? Is it a hologram? Is it a demon? It's not working for the purpose it was made. All right. 7 of Swords. Now this is someone who's being taken advantage of, and this is even your reputation's being damaged. Now I'm sure he and his grandma and his family have been made fun of, called liars, called the little boy's dreams, little boy's fantasies. This card shows that they have been abused, taken advantage of, lied to, both of them. All of these cards show me that this happened. Then we have the 7 of Pentacles. Here we go again. This is moving away, regrouping. I think this creature, we'll call it, is not working right. And it may have been recalled since then. It may have been recalled, taken away to be programmed. Since then, they never found the cave, but that's not unusual. How strange. Yeah, I believe Indiana, and I believe his grandmother's story. These things happened to them, and probably to a lot of other people. Whoever took him, that looked like his grandma, had the power to either shapeshift or put into his mind. Now, they had taken the grandmother's DNA. Was that what they did to her? Maybe they used the DNA to get information about the little boy. Maybe they've been dealing with this family for a long time. But I don't get that. I get they did have the power. The creature had the power. I call it a creature. But he's malfunctioning. It's malfunctioning. I think it's been picked up since then. Someone's come down and either obliterated this robot grandma or taken it away to have it programmed, reprogrammed. This is very strong, what I'm getting. I'd like to know what you think. And we have the Death card in reverse, so it's not being able to finish something. This creature, robot grandma, I don't know how long she'd been there. Quite a while, I get old. I get a long time. She was there for a reason, interacting with people, taking their possessions, taking their bodies, taking DNA samples. I mean, that's classic UFO alien abductions, but she wasn't doing this right. She was either malfunctioning or, I get the devil. She was doing these things for the wrong reason. And I say she because he said it looked like his grandma. It could have been a machine. It could have been some kind of asexual alien. That's interesting. A few more cards. So that's what I'm getting. I'd like to know your opinion. I never thought about, I guess, aliens, that if you believe in aliens and you think they're here doing things or coming down from spaceships and all that, if they're machines, here's the Chariot again. Yeah, they're gone. They're long gone. She was taken away. What color is she? She was taken away. This is the Six of Swords. And reprogrammed. They came and got Robot Grandma. I don't know if she's back, new and improved. Maybe they had to change her oil. I don't think so. I don't think she's there anymore. It's there anymore. This is really interesting. I'd like to know what you think. A lot of strange things in that area. It's not too far from where I live in Northern California. All right, I'm going to close the circle. I want to thank you for watching, and let me know what you think. Leave comments, share, subscribe, like, and we'll see you next time. Bye.